Today's day 7 on our Camino. We're on a boat, we're crossing from Portugal into Spain. Today we're just gonna try to keep walking as long as we can to get closer to Santiago, maybe 20, maybe 30 kilometers. I'll tell you more about it later. What's up, Scotty? This was a beautiful way to start the day.
Yes.
Yes, I think.
Thank you for the very nice morning.
We stayed the night in, where were we? We stayed the night in Caminha, and the only way to get from Caminha up the coast to complete the rest of the Camino along the coast is to actually take a taxi, a water taxi, up to Guarda, which is where we are right now. It's not really sure where we're staying tonight, and we don't know how far we're gonna make it. We had a really long day yesterday, but after that ride, the awesome people that we met yesterday and today, I'm feeling a little bit energized. It's really cold and windy, but I think we'll make some headway. This was fun. That was Portugal. That's where we were just 20 minutes ago, and now we're in Spain.
Like since making it into Spain that the Camino energy is a bit more prevalent here. So far, we've been walking through this town for 10 minutes. 20 people have told us we're on Camino with a big smile on their face. It just feels so good.
Wow, this is so incredible. This route is so cool, so dynamic, and yet even though it's so different from the Camino Frances, there are so many pieces about it that tie all of them together and make me feel like, yeah, we're all on this amazing journey together, even though there's no one else in sight, really.
The waves are like a 4-story building tall. It's hard to see through the camera, but whew. The trail kept winding between coast and forest for just miles and miles. It was really good to be back on the coastal route. But we kept thinking the whole time about just how different this Camino felt from the last one. Before we started our last Camino, all the stuff, all the information that we saw online and from talking to people was that the Camino was this massive undertaking. And that a lot of it was going to be just like suffering, grinding through these problems throughout endless hours of walking in the sun. Coming into it with that expectation, with that idea, meant that no matter what happened on the Camino, we were probably going to have a pretty bad time. And when we got on the Camino and we saw all these other people doing basically an entirely different Camino experience. Bichos crawl!
What?
Bichos crawl! It was easy to kind of feel like, hey, those guys are doing it wrong. They shouldn't be able to have fun. They're supposed to be doing something really hard every day. And a lot of the comments that you'll see on our first Camino documentary, they reflect that perspective of that there's only one right way to do the Camino. But our mind state throughout this one has been so focused on just enjoying the experience for what it is. And from that perspective, we've had an absolute blast since the day we left out. And I'm looking forward to walking every single day.
Probably one of my favorite days so far. Last night, when we got into bed, it was one of those days where I was like, I don't think I can continue. I am so tired, and I was too lazy to go take a shower. It was freezing, and the showers were all downstairs in the basement, so I just didn't want to get up. Then we started walking today, and we reached this place. I'm inspired again.
So we're like 10 kilometers into our walk today. Just been a beautiful, perfect weather walk the entire time. And we came across our first stop of the day. And this is what I always imagined as being like the best place to stop in the middle of the day. It's this beautiful seaside cafe. They got tables outside. We're inside because it's a little bit windy. Food for like 3 to 4 euros. Beer for like €1. Just the perfect break. Yes. We are back in tortilla land.
We are currently passing through this incredibly beautiful town, I think called Ia. It's on the water. There's this incredible monastery on the top. And we heard from a lot of you out there actually that some of the best albergues were here in town, and unfortunately, just a tip to know, in February a lot of them are closed during the season, but man, so pretty. We just have 1 mile left. It feels so close to the next town. We're almost to the albergue. We walked 16 miles today. I'm ready to just kick off my shoes and go up.
I had it blown off like a mile back and I thought I had lost it forever. Like it was just in my pocket and then it just was gone. This super nice lady on this electric bike was just, I guess, probably riding the Camino. She rolled up, she's like, "Is this your hat?" I was like, "Yeah!" I thought I had lost it forever. Yeah, thank you. So nice, so nice. Camino provides once again. It's hard to explain why that's amazing, but we're in this awesome little private albergue, right? It's an albergue, so beautiful little bunks with privacy curtains that are pretty nice. It's so comfortable, everything's so clean and everything's so nice. We're sharing this room. It was 16 euros per night, right? 16 euros per night. It just feels nice to sit down. It's supposed to be really cold here tonight. I think it's gonna be 36 degrees in this town overnight, so bed. How you feeling? What happened?
I don't know, but I've got my tea, and I think I'm gonna call it an early night and probably not eat anything for a little bit. I don't know what it is. I don't know what triggers it.
You don't want to eat dinner at all?
Oh. I think I just need to drink some liquids and go to sleep.
Oh man, what a place. Lisa's not feeling well, so we're stuck with me tonight for dinner. I think I'm gonna head into a snack bar that's just like a couple places down because it's freezing cold and I don't want to go far.
This town is pretty okay, like really, really small. We're staying in Villa de Suso tonight, and we just basically kept walking as far as we could today. Originally we thought that there was gonna be absolutely nowhere to stay along this entire route. We're lucky that there was, there was quite a few options. As always, they're just not on booking.com, and you just gotta find them through Facebook groups. And then you contact somebody on WhatsApp and then eventually make a booking. That's kind of the way of the Camino. Everything's a little off the grid. Lisa just texted me. She was unfortunately feeling a lot worse than she was before. I gotta run to the pharmacy to pick her up some stuff. That's unfortunately where I'm leaving it for today. No wine and recline tonight, but tomorrow, hopefully,